Think of a hamster wheel. A poor little bastard running in circles, sweating, thinking he's moving forward. But he's in the exact same spot. That's most people's lives. Self-pity, excuses, anxiety loops. It's like watching a broken washing machine stuck on a spin cycle. Pattern interrupt. It's you walking in, slamming the lid open and saying, "Holy fuck, congratulations. You've figured out how to lose without even playing. Genius move. Olympic level failure." That shocks the system. Boom, freeze. A moment of blank space. The brain thrives on prediction. Break the pattern and you force neuroplasticity. The brain becomes soft clay again. If you never interrupt your loops, the grooves harden into ruts. 20 years later, you'll still be telling the same sob story, convincing people you're cursed. That's death by boredom. But if you learn to interrupt, you can rewrite. You stop being the hamster. You become the guy who owns the wheel. When the mind is stunned, you slip in the seed. If you can invent ways to lose, you can invent ways to win. A boy keeps digging holes, complaining he never finds treasure. The wise man says, "You must be gifted at digging. Imagine what happens if you point that shovel towards gold instead of dirt." You don't deny the problem, you reframe it as misapplied genius. This is called restructuring. You take the same neural pattern but attach a new meaning. The brain can't help but adapt. Keep believing I'm unlucky, and you'll be right forever. Believe I'm skilled at creating results. I just need to aim differently, and suddenly life becomes a training ground instead of a prison. Information without emotion. It's like a knife without a handle. Unless you drop it, emotion is the glue. Example, friend. I'm always screwing up. You, holy shit, you're consistent. Do you know how hard it is to fail that reliably? You're like an Einstein at fucking up. They laugh. The sting sticks. And now the suggestion has a charge. Emotional arousal releases dopamine and norepinephrine. That's long-term memory tagging. That's why embarrassing shit sticks for decades. You hack the system by attaching laughter, shock, awe, or offence to your suggestion. Anchor your upgrades with flat emotion, they evaporate. Anchor with fire, they tattoo into the nervous system. The deepest layer, you're the kind of person who doesn't stay stuck. You flip it. A compass doesn't argue with the wind. It always returns north. Identity is north. If you encode, I'm the kind of person who flips setbacks, you never lose direction, no matter the storm. Beliefs at the identity level in NLP. They control the entire system. Behaviours, capabilities, even perception. Once identity shifts, everything else reorganises. The blacksmith doesn't just fix swords. He forges warriors. Identity is the forge. Don't integrate. You'll keep treating change like a temporary hack. Then relapse. Integrate, you become the kind of person who naturally interrupts, reframes, upgrades like breathing. So how do you already do this? Laughing at yourself after tripping on the sidewalk. That's an interruption. Say fuck it, I'll try again tomorrow. That's a suggestion. Remembering a teacher who insulted or praised you years ago. That's anchoring. So I'm just not a quitter. That's identity integration. You already run this hardware. I'm teaching you how to drive the car on purpose instead of by accident. So why does this matter? Loops calcify. Depression, anxiety, stuckness. You die a slow, invisible death while scrolling your phone for distraction. Do this. Every loop becomes leverage. Every mistake becomes rocket fuel. People feel magnetized to you because you wake them the fuck up. Not interrupting your bullshit. It's like letting mold grow in the fridge. Ignore it long enough and the whole house stinks. The fear of doing this. People might not like it if I shocked them. Good. Truth isn't meant to sedate, it's meant to wake. But what if I confuse them? Perfect. Confusion cracks the frame. In confusion, people are suggestible. That's where change slips in. The patterns that need interrupting. Victimhood. Life is unfair. Procrastination. I'll do it later. Self-sabotage. I always mess it up. Perfectionism. It's not ready yet. Comparison. They're ahead of me. These loops, they bleed life force. Break them or get broken by them. Pattern interrupts. They're survival. They always were. From caveman bushes to boardroom excuses. Surprise forces adaptation. Slide in the suggestion. Evolution. You bend the meaning. Anchor with emotion. It's permanence. It sticks. Integrate. Identity. You become the person who flips. Big picture, life is an endless, rustling bush. You either freeze or die, or you rewire and thrive. So here's the no bullshit truth smack. You're hypnotizing yourself every day, either into smallness or into greatness. Every loop is a wheel. Interrupt, that's stopping the wheel. Suggest, you spin it in a new way. Anchor it, you lock it in. Integrate, become the wheel maker, not the hamster. And the next time someone whines, or you catch yourself spiraling, remember, that's fucking brilliant. You've mastered the art of losing without playing. Now what would it look like to master winning the same way?